Update 5.2 is almost here, and in this edition of the Monday Mailbag, I am answering your questions from the Discord server, including questions on Update 5.2, Silver Surfer, and a lot more. And I'm also discussing one important feature that I forgot to discuss in the update preview yesterday. So if you're ready for that, guys, find that like button, and you know what to do. Let's go smash it!
ValleyFlyin.
Woo! Hello, Valley Maniacs. I am ValleyFlyin. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're ready to answer the questions from the Discord, and I hope you're ready for this update 5.2 that looks to be dropping upon us this week. Now, if this is your first time here, guys, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this with your friends. It helps the algorithm, helps the channel, and we're going to get to all of your questions, including one important feature about this update that is coming this week that I forgot in yesterday's update preview. But before we get into all that, I do want to give a big shout out to the sponsor of this video, Raid Shadow Legends. It is party time. I'm here with my buddies Gaelic and Zargala because it's time to celebrate a 2-year anniversary for the longtime sponsor of this channel, Raid Shadow Legends. And Raid has really blown up over the past 2 years. It is the #1 RPG in the US.
Yeah, huge honor, huge honor.
There have been over 70 million downloads, 1 million daily players, 2 billion live player battles, and over 10 million PvE battles fought. And hey, if you're just joining in on the fun and you want to level up your characters quickly, the best place to do it is right here in these campaign missions, because not only will it give you that valuable experience that you need, it's also going to give you some silver and even a few artifacts. And this month's 2-year anniversary schedule is absolutely packed with some amazing events. There are 6 straight weeks of events and tournaments, and all of them have some insane prizes. And they're also adding the first character to the Shadowkin faction, and I can't wait to see what they look like. And if you want to get a huge head start, all you need to do, smash on the link in the description or scan my QR code, and in your account, you are gonna get the free Epic Champion Jotun, who, by the way, is very amazing in the Doom Tower. You're also going to get 100k silver, 50 gems, and 3 ancient shards so you can summon some awesome champions of your own. And all of that awesome treasure is going to be waiting for you in your inbox right here, guys. But don't wait, because it's only available for the next 30 days. So just click on the link in the description, and I'll see you in game. So yes, guys, check out Raid Shadow Legends if that game looks very fun for you. It does support the channel. But without further ado, let's go take a look at one big important feature that I forgot that is coming in this update this week. Boom, it is these save squads, not these save squad tabs. Unfortunately, that's going to be in a future update in 2021. So not this current update, but while that larger feature of save squad tabs is being worked on, they're planning adding more save squads in the next game as a stopgap. So the next game version 5.2 sometime this week is what I'm expecting. And we should get more save squads, not necessarily these save squad tabs that I think everybody wants, but in this first half preview from late February, this is what was described. So we should be, in addition to everything from yesterday, we should be getting these save squads tabs. And if you want to see, in addition to these tabs, what else we could be expecting for version 5.2, make sure you check out yesterday's video. But let's get to your questions from today. Oh, this is the first question. Hey, Valley, hope things are going well for you and the family. Same to you. Like so many Thanos and friends in Arena and other game modes. My question, though, is what is the best lineup for the characters? I've got them lined up as followed: Maw, Corvus, Proxima, Thanos, and Cull. Is there a better order for them than that? So possibly in other game modes, that may be a very good lineup. I'll show you what I use in Arena. I'm not sure if this is the best lineup possible, but I'll explain where I have them placed and why I have them, or the rationale for that. So this is what I use on Arena offense. Now defense, I've experimented with a bunch of different lineups, and nothing really seems to hold. Black Order pretty much counters Black Order and any game mode that I've seen so far. Grant, if your Black Order is big enough, and there's another bunch of hybrid teams that could counter Black Order on defense in Arena as well. But this is where I have them. I have Cull here. He's a primary taunter on the team. I have Corvus next to Cull because he goes into stealth a lot, and any chain attacks, this may stop that. But yeah, I've went up against defenses that don't have Corvus next to Cull, and sometimes they're a lot trickier. Ebony Maw is right here, just so he's kind of out of the way of Cull and Thanos. Proxima is here next to Thanos because I think Thanos gets hit a little less than Cull, and I would want to have Proxima survive because I think she adds a little more to the battle. And of course, Thanos is on end. This is how I have them right now. This is when I'm taking them into other game modes. This is how I use them, but as and in arena offense, this is how I use them. As far as defense, though, whatever you want, because I don't think a lot is gonna hold on defense. All right, next question though. Let's move on from this one, and I hope that answer helped you. I know that's what I use for my Black Order, but Valley, my suggestion is to join the long line of possible blitz fixes to take shards out of the ranking rewards and add more milestones for extra shards. The rankings would then determine the red stars, with the top being 6 red stars, top 10% getting 4, top 60% 2 red stars along those lines. I also think that this would help the gold milestones as a source of gold, in my opinion. They just aren't enough. I would love this. I think I would love this. I don't know if Scopely would want things to be this way. For some reason, they haven't really addressed red stars in all the feedback that they've gotten since Save MSF and all this stuff before it officially had a name. So I don't know if they're really going to address red stars. I would love this. I would love getting some guaranteed red stars in blitzes. I would love for more shards to be associated with milestones. I think this would be very, very good. And this would be a kind of a simple solution for Scopely to implement. But I don't. I'm very pessimistic. They would add something like this, but I would love if they did something like this. Click the battle button, looked away for RTA match, looked back a few seconds later, and the battle put itself into auto battle. I watched it happen a second time. If the move counter's down 2 times, it puts you on auto, which you can then remove or put back on auto if you wanted. Good. I think this is a good thing. I usually when I'm playing RTA, I usually hit that auto button right away, or I click on the battle and I forget, and the full battle just is done before anything happens. So I do, yes, it does happen, but yeah, this is the changes weren't all that I hoped that they would be as they were implemented. They look good on paper, but I don't know what's with the real time. Maybe I was wrong in real time arena. Maybe it's not salvageable unless they do a complete overhaul and untie battle pass to other game modes. But yeah, with this new strike pass coming, I don't know if that's likely, but. Yeah, battle pass, man. They need to take some of these suggestions and not just say, "Oh, that looks good on paper. Let's implement it." They need to test this stuff, because after about 10 minutes of playing, I'm like, these changes. I don't know if they're as good as they looked on paper. Yo, Valley, hype that Silver Surfer was confirmed on MSF Facebook. I'm also positive he'll be a Mystic character, but Elias may threw out the idea of him being skilled to help with the Doom Rays. What tag do you think he'll get? So this question has aged a little bit. We did get the full tags of Silver Surfer since then, and he's gonna have that Mystic tag, like you said. I was kind of leaning towards that Bio tag, but he's gonna help with that Mystic tag. So yes, I guess he could help with the Mystic lane, and we're still stuck with not very great skill characters for those skill lanes in the Doom raids. So I guess Silver Surfer isn't the solution to the Doom raids, but hopefully they will be giving us a solution to these skill lanes, because I think those are the hardest in Doom so far. But yeah, you're right. Your prediction was right. Mystic, brother. Greetings from Florida. Questions about hybrid war defense. First, I'm looking to remove Hela from Asgard to keep symbiotes away from the extra turn meter. Which Avenger would you recommend for the synergy with Thor? If you're working with Thor, I guess it's going to depend on what you have built up. Captain America has some nice synergy with Thor. He also has that nice taunt that works well. Hulk, same kind of thing there. I know a lot of people, when they're running that, if you're looking to really counter the symbiotes from countering your Asgardians, one good thing is that Merc Asgardian combo. That eliminates the symbiote counter to these Asgardians, but just still opened up to the X-Force combo counter on war offense. So there's a few different things you could do with it, but I think what you should be shooting for, if you seriously need to use a Wave 1 Avenger, I would go for either Hulk or Drax, Hulk or Captain America, because they have that taunting that they could do, and combined with Sif. I'm thinking Falcon, Fury, or Black Widow. Second, what do you think of a hybrid team of Emma, Doc Ock, Magneto, Sinister on so the hybrid team, is this for offense or defense? I'm thinking it's defense, because it has Emma and Mr. Sinister and Strife, but yeah, it could be very, very strong. Right now, with that broken ISO 8 level 5 hero class, that's gonna be very, very strong, especially if your opponents will one hit kill you. But yeah, that bug should be fixed, but looks like a strong one. I think a lot nowadays with hybrid teams is just doing some different things that people aren't used to, because I know everybody, if you've been playing War for a while, the Asgardians have had the same counter for a while, the Mercs have had the same counter for a while, but when you combine these teams, people either have to guess right if they haven't seen it, or you know, they're gonna get out of luck and maybe not bringing the right counter. So I think just experimenting with counters, see which ones work, see which ones don't. Probably want at least 3 wars before you give up on a hybrid that you're testing. But yeah, if you need to put Thor on that Wave 1 Avengers, then, or if you want to put that Thor on that Asgardians, I'll probably go for Hulk or Captain America. But if you got good red stars on your Falcon, Fury, Black Widow, that could work as well. Just something different, I think, is going to be the key to war defense hybrids. Valley, greetings from the great country of Singapore. Longtime watcher, second time question asker. Maybe the last time consider quitting. Oh my goodness, yeah. I mean, a lot of people are there right now. I'm hoping this update has a lot of surprises that can make the community happy again. I know people are doing a lot of review bumps and stuff like that, but I just wish this game was in a good place and we could go on making happy videos. But anyway, have you heard of the mutant Urg? He's one of the unique Morlocks that absorbs energy from others and fires the absorbed energy out of his eyes. No, I've not heard of this Morlock. Any rumors on Urg coming to the game? No, I've not heard of Urg coming to the game. Drew has not heard anything from his source either. So I don't know if Urg is going to be the most popular choice. There's so many popular characters out there that they could probably market a lot stronger and get more return on their investment than Urg. If so, do you think he's coming anytime soon? Probably not. I think there's a lot of characters that I've heard rumors of that are done. They're just waiting on release dates, and unfortunately, Urg is not said. I would like to see how he is displayed on MSF before quitting the game. So if you're waiting to Urg gets released before you're gonna quit, I hope Scopely fixes stuff so people don't end up quitting. But yeah, I don't see Urg coming anytime soon. So you may be playing for a while if you're waiting for Urg to come to the game. Oh, is another one. We're doing this every week. Have you heard of James Beverly, aka Overdrive? He's a villain city tech, Sinister Six, often facing against Spider-Man. So no, I've not heard of him, but let's learn about another new character instead of just Urg this week. He uses robotic nanites to transform any vehicle the way he sees fits. This includes making cars faster, more powerful, or dangerous. But this alter form only lasts for as long as Overdrive is using it. Otherwise, it will slowly wear off, returning the vehicle to normal. Sounds very interesting. And I guess this would work with like against mechanical type enemies, like maybe an Ultron or someone like that. Interesting character, kind of like Urg though. I think there's more iconic characters that are coming, but I like learning about these new characters, guys. Valley, just wonder if you have any advice for starting Doom campaign, like what gear tier, what level, maybe some recommended tunes. Keep smashing like your content. So a couple recommended tunes for Bio, obviously the symbiotes, for the mutants, obviously the astonishing X-Men, and then there's not a lot of good options for skill. But as far as if you guys want to complete the Doom campaign, so if you go all in one lane, everybody goes in one lane, you're gonna and you finish that lane, that's gonna be a little over 30%, I think. So you may not want to go divide up the lanes. You might want to tag team on lanes. I think what my alliance is doing, and we haven't attempted it yet. We were supposed to attempt it yesterday for the first time. We attempted it in an older alliance that I was in, but we have not attempted it in my current alliance. We were supposed to attempt it yesterday. And because of these milestones for Moon Knight and all this stuff, we're doing easy raids for a little bit. So probably attempt it first. But yeah, for what we were planning is 0 in the first lane, because there's 3 slots, 4 in that second slot, and then 4 in that last slot. And that's kind of to avoid that hardness of those skill lanes. So that's what I would recommend first time, trying for either the 30%. I think most alliances that are beating Ultimate 7.5 can do that 30%. But I don't know, that 60% is gonna be a little hard. I don't know if it's worth the juice is worth the squeeze at this point, because the rewards are so low right now. But that would be my recommendations. Double up on a few of the lanes, especially that first time challenging those Doom raids, brother. Valley, longtime fan, but it's my first time posting a question. Well, thank you for posting a question, brother. With people unlocking Blackwater, I was wondering about some intricate workings of the team. Does the ISO 8 regen triggers calls improve resistance? So I don't know 100% sure. I don't think it does though. I've tried to remove these ISO 8 heals with buff removals, and they don't always come off like normal buffs. So if they're not treated the same as the normal buffs, I don't think they'll also improve his resistance. But if you guys know one way or the other in the comments, please let me know. What is your target order in Black Order to Black Order combat? So first off, I want to try to get someone real low on health, and I think my primary target when I'm facing Black Order is gonna be Proxima. If I can drop Proxima down into that yellow or the red before their Thanos does that flip, that's what I'm looking for. I want to try to get their flip going beforehand. Proxima is usually the squishiest target, and Proxima does a lot of damage, so going for that character first is a good thing. If I could take out Ebony Maw first, that will be my target, but usually Proxima is the weakest one that I go for. Now that everybody has the Apex team, I'm sure Scopely will release the next one fairly soon. What are your expectations? So again, this is a comment asked earlier in the week, before we knew that Silver Surfer was coming. Well, we heard rumors Silver Surfer was coming out, but before we knew the kit of Silver Surfer and how strong this would be, especially encountering the Black Order characters. So yes, Black Order, Silver Surfer looks like he's going to be countering Black Order. The question for Silver Surfer is he going to be as strong on arena defense as the Black Order is, replacing them there? That's what we'll have to see. That's what we'll have to play test though. But as far as a Black Order attack team or a Marauders attack team, I think Silver Surfer is going to be very, very good. And I think that's where the meta is shifting to right now, is that Silver Surfer based teams. Hello, greetings from Iowa, ValleyFlyin. After watching your panel discussion about the state of the game, I had what I think is a great idea for fixing the playability of unfountainable characters. What if new characters were released with a temporary stat buff, let's say 20%, that would go after a couple of them, that will go away after a couple of months. This would make new characters playable until we could get more gold stars on them. Then once we're able to get more gold stars, additionally, Scopely would sell more offers because people would be incentivized to whale out on offers to crush the meta. The meta for whales constantly be changing, while the free-to-play meta would be unchanged. I'm sure the idea needs fine-tuning, but it could be a concept that could really work. So I do think it does need some fine-tuning, because immediately what I would be questioning is what happens to these whales that immediately max these characters out on day one. They're going to have a 20% stronger buff than their normal versions, and then goes back, and then all these players that invested in these characters are like, hey, this character is not as good. So it's gonna script some of the testing and the recommendations with that initial buff. I kind of like the idea though of this. It seems like this is a counter to Scopely not making these characters farmable though. So why don't we just have a guaranteed way to make these characters farm, a guaranteed schedule, so that, hey, we know that these characters are going to be released at a certain point after they're purchasable. So that would be my preferred, but this I do like outside the box ideas, but I do think it would need some final fine tuning before it goes live. Hey, hope you're doing well. ValleyFlyin thought about it, how they can balance the trash store offers. Let's sell our items to them for the same price. What do you think about this? So obviously not the same price. Every time I've seen this kind of stuff in game, there's obviously there's what would you call that, a percent that it goes down. So sometimes it's like it goes down by 50%. Sometimes it's only 10% of what you would have purchased for, but it's never 100%. But this could work out. This could work out for solving some of the gold problems, maybe some training match problems if they allow you to sell it for training mats as well. Again, but I think it would be a band-aid, and I don't think honestly, with all the bugs in game, do you think that Scopely would implement this system accurately, or would all our gear disappear on day one or something like that? My fear is they wouldn't test this, and some crazy bug would happen. But it'd be good if they could allow us to sell some of our resources back, especially the resources we have a crazy amount of. Would be good, but obviously not in a 1-to-1 ratio. It would have to be reduced by 1%. Been playing MSF for a few years now, been watching your videos for a while, and gain good information. Thank you for watching, brother. Even though sometimes I can't talk and can't read, but yes, I'm glad that you are bearing through these videos, and I'm glad that it's providing some good information as well. Relevance is doing endgame content, really looking forward to ways to clearly recruit the new types of players. We want to do this content more efficiently. Besides joining the official MSF Discord, are there other channels that can help join by growing my alliance? Air fist haul to you. So yeah, join as many Discords as possible. You could join my Discord, other content creators have Discord, and I think there are about 3 main MSF Discords that you could join. I know nowadays, I've talked to my alliance leaders and my previous alliance leaders, recruiting is getting a lot harder. I think a lot of that has to do with the state of the game and not enough catch-up mechanics. So when someone decides to stop playing this game after a few years, as you know, a lot of people would, even if the state of the game was good, things happen. So, but what the real problem is, I see, is not enough catch-up mechanics to get players up to a level that they could get into these Greek raids and be possible without any heals, without any refreshes or anything with these Greek raids. And the point where you're getting close to Ultima 7.5 and, you know, being able to recruit for the Doom raids. That's a problem that I'm seeing, or that I'm hearing about from my alliance leaders at my level. And there's probably different problems at different levels in the game, at all levels in the game, because of attrition. So I think the one solution would be to improve catch-up mechanics. This is mentioned many times in videos about some areas that need to be improved in the game. But yeah, I know it's a long answer, and I'm kind of going for more the cause of all this frustration. But yeah, a bunch of Discords. I'll leave my Discord down below, but there's a lot of other ones. I would prefer to recruit on Discord, because when I did do recruiting, that was my alliance's main communication method. And if the person you want to recruit is not even communicating on the platform that you're on, and you're having to get some other app just to communicate with this person, you know, it's not the most ideal. So whatever I would suggest, if you're using Discord to communicate with your alliance, use Discord or one of the Discord servers to recruit. That would be my big tips with recruiting. But yeah, it's a lot of the difficulty you're feeling right now is because of the lack of the new player catch-up mechanics. All right, I got a question. Has anyone ever bought the purple gear in the supply store with cores? I know I have not. They seem like a bad value. If anybody has, let me know in the comments. Advanced Firebear's membranes cost 1,300 cores each. As I counted, it costs 8 isomer, 3 isomers, 2 phosphates, and 4 armor catalysts and a MRI. So 1,300 cores for something that takes 14 gear pieces and 12,000 gold. This is completely insane. Get rid of that trash. Also, core pieces on shards are too high. I would only buy them if I need the last 5 to do a bump to. So this is something that I was talking about very early on when Black Widow was a thing, when they took her out of the campaigns and put her only in premium orbs. I was like, should I buy Black Widow? The last 5 shards to get up to the next level, is it worth those 450 cores for those 5 shards? And even though it would have got that next star level for me, even then, I still don't think it's a value. So it's not, I don't think it's a great value to buy any of the things in the normal store with cores, gear, shards, anything there. If you're buying stuff, buy it for the gold. But I would not spend any cores on any of that stuff. It's not a great deal. I'm not sure what it's there for. I guess it's for newer players that don't realize the value that the cores have. And they're just like, oh, I need this piece. Let me just buy it. But yeah, it's not a great value. It's not a great value. So with the staggered changes promised being all over the years, can you give us a time frame? The confirmed changes Scopely is got coming. My understanding, we should be saving red stars for Ultron. Yeah, so I'm not sure if we should be saving them. I'm not sure how grindy this is going to be, but anything you don't need for Silver Surfer or Polaris or multiple man, I guess save for Ultron and whatever strange currency they're gonna have. There's gold for the upcoming Moon Knight event, which we have right now, and I guess you don't need too much gold, but I would start saving the gold in case Silver Surfer is released for the milestones. So save your gold for that. War currency, we have some 3rd anniversary things coming up. So elite war currency, normal war currency, make sure you save those. I think those are all that we should be saving for. Obviously, with the orange gear, they're replacing the Relic Hunter event the next time it comes around. But I think that's everything. Now, they said there's nothing that we need to hoard for, but obviously that wasn't true because we should have been saving our war currency. So I guess we're gonna go back to how my recommendations were before, guys. Anything that you need right now, use, open. Don't hinder yourself. If you don't need it and you can afford to save it and you're not gonna really use it, even if you open a particular orb, then save it, because who knows? They said that they wouldn't do this kind of stuff again, and we've kind of had two very recently of these things that we should have been hoarding for. One for power cores and one for all this war currency that's coming up for their 3rd anniversary. So yeah, my advice is going to be back to what it was. If you need it, open it. If you don't, save it. Pretty much. Valley, hope you're doing well. I've been trying brute force my way through Ultima 6. Now the difficulty is going more up for us, like Ultima 6.2, climbing just through brute force with random characters, not quite working as well. What do you think I should start building up since we don't have Axeman or symbiotes yet? Black Bolt Yo-Yo is going to be a very important combo. That is what we used on Ultima 7 before we got those symbiotes. Ultron was still very valuable. The rise of Ebony Maw and Thanos are very strong combo as well. Symbiote Scientist Supreme was a big thing back in the day. So was Falcon, so was Hela. So start building these just good characters and then work out which one has the best synergy for your roster based on your red stars and where you have these characters. But Black Bolt Yo-Yo, very, very strong before these symbiotes came around. Thanos Maw was a very strong combo before the symbiotes came around. Minerva, always very strong, and is still very strong if you're not using symbiotes or Axemen. So focus on those characters, and we probably did a lot of videos back in the day in Ultima 7.5 when we first got in, before the symbiotes came around. And if you could find one of those videos, leave it in the comments, because that's who I'd recommend. Anybody that I was using before the symbiotes is probably still going to be valid in there if you don't have symbiotes or Axemen, brother. Hey, buddy, I almost have 200 silver credit. Oh, 200 silver promotion credits saved up for promote. This is going to be a fun question. Currently working my Shadowlands with T4 since I got lucky with my 6 red star Moon Knight. Thinking I'm saving them for when I put White Tiger in the store, because I got really unlucky with her and end up getting 2 red that I have to buy an offer for. So one option is to wait for White Tiger. I also wouldn't mind working my X-Men. Both Bishop and Iceman are 3 red. Which character would you promote? White Tiger, Bishop, or Iceman? And I should make Shatterstar or Longshot 5th red as an option. All right, so there's a lot of different ways you could go with this. You only have 200 silver promotion credits, so we're not going to be able to go and take this in too many directions. So you got to remember, Shadowlands is a war offense team. If teams like X Factor are super important for you, having that strong war offense team, then yes, continue to invest in Shadowlands. I'm not sure what their value is going to be outside of that, because I have not done any testing yet outside of war. And yeah, so I keep that in mind. Shadowlands is built to be a war offense team, and if you don't have a huge emphasis on war offense, that might not give you that return on your investment. Bishop, Iceman, both very important members of the Axeman team. I think Bishop is a little more important. So if you're focused on raids, if you're focused on trying to get into these Doom raids, then maybe you should be focused on putting some stars on Bishop, because he probably is the most star dependent character. Iceman needs some stars as well. He mainly needs it for his focus though. But yes, if you're out of these characters, I would probably do Bishop, and that's based on how I'm using these characters in the game and what I plan to use these characters for. Hopefully that gives you some insight into some of your possibilities and what are the positive and negatives of each choice. But yeah, there's no clear-cut answer for you, because everybody goes in different directions of the game. So if raids are more important, go with your Axeman. War is more important, go with your Shadowlands. And then Shatterstar Longshot, it looks like they're going to be a war offense team, but they got a lot of viability outside. So if you're planning on investing both of these characters and going hard for X Factor, who looks to be another war offense team, then maybe go that way for the future. ValleyFlyin, love the videos. What do you think of these future perks for costumes? Have you? Remedex Mobile Gamer custom costumes. ValleyFlyin for Hulk. Oh, that would be cool. As long as it's a normal size Hulk, not the mini Hulk that we have in the game. If it just got Hulk up to his normal size level, like make him as big as a thing, or make him as big as Heimdall, make him as tall as Heimdall, and that would solve something for me with Hulk. Mobile Boomer for Ravager Boomer, that would be good. Make him look like a Taserface or something. And Rem Guardian for Remedex. Yes, I do a version of him without his helmet and make him look just like Remedex. All right, the perks on these would be custom voice and animation in the character screen. Example, Valley says, "Give me a fist bump," or Mobile says, "You're trash," and Remedex says, "I do things so you don't have to," with this custom managed. Just a thought, it'd be awesome to hear you guys in the game. It'd be awesome as well. I don't know what the appeal would be. You know, there's a certain percent of the community that watches YouTube and goes the forums on Reddit and Discord and all that stuff, but I think there's a large portion of the community that doesn't. So while it would appeal to some people that watch YouTube and are involved in the community, some people were like, "Who is this? What are these guys?" I don't know. If Scopely thinks that if our reach is large enough that it's going to be, it's going to make them money in their marketing, then I can see them doing this. But if they don't, then I don't think this would be very profitable for them. But I would love this. I would love to be in a video game. What is going on, ValleyFlyin? Hope you and your family is doing well. But trying to think of some catch-up mechanics for new to mid-game players. I'm wondering how you feel about this idea. So I haven't read it yet, but it's probably going to be good if it involves catch-up mechanics, because that is something that we need in the game, in my opinion. And we talked about this in the previous question as well. Let me just expand this here so we can see. All right, with what if Scopely found newer ways for newer mid-game players to earn more mega orbs? Interesting. I never thought about it in mega orbs. I don't know how valuable they are to me, but as far as for a new player, a mid-game player, they could be giving some good stuff. So I think I would like that so far. Let's continue with this though. Maybe they could be part of the Ultimate 6 raids and below rewards. Endgame players don't particularly care about. I care about mega orbs. I get a lot of dupes, but there's still a lot of characters in there that I don't have. It has a better ratio than the premium orbs. They don't particularly care about mega orbs dupes as they're adding them. They're taking the new tunes out. I don't see endgame players sacrificing T4 season rewards, dropping down to do Ultimate 6 for. So here, let's do this. Let's change everything you said about mega orbs with a crap load of premium orbs, because for me, a crap load of premium orbs, mostly bad characters that already have a 7 stars. Now, I say bad, mostly characters that already have a 7 star. Some of them are very good, and I think it could be very valuable to newer players that are trying to expand their roster. As your roster expands and grows, the less valuable those premium orbs are. So if you're a brand new player, those premium orbs, they're pretty good. You're getting a pretty good amount of shards in there. So I think I would like this, but more with premium orbs than mega orbs. If they just wanted to give more mega orbs just to everybody, I think that would be good. But I think there's a lot of valuable characters that they've been taking out of these premium orbs that newer players should have. They've been taking these characters out of mega orbs that I think newer players should have. So I'm not sure how valuable these characters would be. I know there's some characters like Hela and stuff that if you got that character as a newer player, would put you seriously far ahead of everybody else. But yeah, I think all these things are worth examining. But like a lot of the things that Scopely proposes that looks good on paper, I think it would need some playtesting to see what the effects would be. What is up, Valley? Just had a quick question in regards to the latest blog post with beasts becoming directly farmable after the Mojo Pass has become a trend. Like Yellow Jacket, Zima, now beasts were all made farmable this way. I guess my question, do you think this trend will continue for the upcoming seasons? Also, is it really worth buying the Mojo Pass if free-to-play farm friendly at the end of the season? Other rewards are worth $20. So if you look at what they charge just for the mini uniques in the store, you're getting each of them. You're getting 10 each of them when you buy that battle pass for $20. So I guess not 10 total. I guess it's 6 extra total for the $20. But you're getting each of them. So I think just for that alone, if you're someone that spends money in the game, especially if you don't have the featured character at 7 stars, just those Gear 15 uniques are going to be worth it. Now, if you have the character at 7 stars, maybe you're not really pushing for Doom, or maybe you've completed Doom already. You already have Doom unlocked. I don't know if you really need to buy the battle pass, because the main thing is those shards and those 15s. Once you finish Dark Dimension 4 and you don't need those 15s, then that loses a lot of value. And if you already have the character at 7 stars, then that loses a lot of value. So it depends. It depends. Once you're done with Dark Dimension 4, you may not need the battle pass anymore, especially if they're going to become farmable. I think then one of the characters that will become farmable sometime after this battle pass is going to be Scream. So we got that, and we got a blitz coming up this week for Scream as well. So maybe less players will be inclined to buy that battle pass because of the availability. I don't know. Greetings from the Bay Area. Have you noticed the drop rate for White Tiger event are very bad? Other similar events have run very smooth. I've been able to unlock or level a character. The current White Tiger is very different. I've just been able to get random shards and a few of Tiger. So my guess is I've had the same problem. Can we get some love for Angel and current 616 Daredevil and Elektra? Yes, let's get some love for them, guys. Hopefully Angel come to the game. From what I heard, the character model is done, and this is just from a lot of various sources. Nothing like from Drew sources, but I've heard that it's done already, and just waiting to see what is the best time to release Angel and some of these other characters. But I don't, as far as the drop rate, not sure. I've gotten some good drops. I've gotten some bad drops. I've gotten actually some decent drops for Shatterstar during that event. But I don't know if I'm not one to really log all of my drops. I just look at the star level, and if I'm happy if I have a 5-star after the event, after purchasing the offer in the store. So I don't know. Let me know if you guys have more concrete evidence on this, the drop rates in this White Tower event, one way or the other. If you've logged a lot, or if you know somebody that's logged a lot. I don't know if this is different than a lot of events. They always seem bad to me. So yeah, once in a while I get lucky, and then I find that when I'm opening more than a few orbs at once, I seem to get a little more luck. That may be some confirmation bias, just from a larger sample size and getting a better pull from there. But I seem to get better pulls when I open more at once. So maybe saving them, and then if you get a good pull, continue opening. And if you have a bunch saved up and you get a bad pull, then save it. I don't know. There may be something to seed theory. There may be nothing to seed theory, but it's worth trying. But as far as the actual numbers, I think you would have to go into the actual code and see if there's something weird going on with that. And I don't know how to do that, guys. Greetings from LA. Love the Monday mailbags as it addresses questions from players at all points of the game. My question is twofold. Why is recruiting for Alliance members like recruiting for employees at jobs? I feel like a headhunter trying to fill 1 to 2 spots for stragglers constantly, and takes away from playing the game. Yes, that's why I don't want to lead an alliance. There's a lot of work that goes into leading an alliance. One of it is that constant recruiting, because of player attrition. People have different levels of interest throughout the course of a game's life cycle, and at the higher levels, people have been playing for a while or have spent a lot of money in the game, and I guess just getting people up to that point takes a while. So it's not fun. So hopefully some of the resources that we mentioned in one of the previous questions can help you. Can there be a better way than posting on Discord to fill spots? If there is, I don't know. Any alliance leaders that have had some success with finding good recruits consistently, let me know in comments. But yeah, I've stayed out of the leadership of alliances just on purpose because of that. I did that in a previous game, and I did it a little bit in this game in the beginning, and I was like, nope, I don't have time for that. In addition, why does RTA continue to get worse? I'm at the point where with all this, I would sincerely pay to get the rewards and not waste time by playing that awful mess. The low quality time is increasing when I just want to load up a game and for a few minutes take a break from watching TV instead of trying to play and manage everything all day. I really appreciate your channel. I look forward to potentially having this question answered on your next video. So RTA, I mean, I looked at the changes. I'm like, this focuses on winning. It looks good. It looks good on paper. Honestly, I don't think the devs have played RTA in its live state and see what is going on, because the big thing that we complained about when punishing cheaters was that you're punishing or not punishing cheaters, when you're punishing quitters, that you're taking you're screwing with a time clock. So you're screwing with a time that they can't start a battle. Scopely interpret that as, hey, we want the rewards for when we quit a match, and that's not what their issue was. So I don't think they played this game mode. And while things look good on paper, all the changes that they proposed, like, oh, that looks good on paper, but 5-10 minutes into playing the new version of RT, I'm like, this is not better. So I think more playtesting is needed. I don't think there was enough playtesting done on Real-Time Arena in the beginning, and they just kind of pushed it out there. None of the changes that they've proposed between season 1, 2, 3, and 4 were playtested, and that's I don't know if that's factual, but that's what I suspect is what's happening. That's why we keep getting these things that look like they're going to be good, and when it comes to practice, like, nope, it actually makes it a little worse. So what is going to happen with RTA? I don't know. This recruiting in Real-Time Arena, catch-up mechanics, these have been issues that I wanted to have addressed in these community feedback posts. Quick question. I've noticed recently that when you use your Empowered Thanos time shift ability against a target with stealth, it doesn't flip it to a blind at the same time when one of your teammates has blind and you use time shift, it flips the stealth. Is this intentional or a bug? I can't tell where the stealth is being flipped on the enemy team. I guess a bleed. Thanks for your help. I think stealth is flipped to bleed. I think most things flip to bleed. There are some certain exceptions with the obvious things like defense up, flipping to defense down, offense up, flipping to defense down. I think stun flips to counter. There's a few other weird ones, but I think most things flip to bleed. So it could be flipping the bleed. If there's a bug with this, I haven't noticed it. I noticed sometimes things flipped and sometimes I don't. I thought things were just getting resisted. I noticed normally when my Thanos does his flip, Usually it's Cull. If Cull has a resistance on or has a regeneration on him, just Cull won't, but usually everyone else will. So this isn't something that I've noticed firsthand, but somebody else has, then let me know in the comments. And if this is a bug, let's push this to the devs to get this solved, because yeah, this is not something I've noticed firsthand. But stealth, I think, flips to bleeds, to answer one of your questions. Hope all is well with you and your family, brother. Question is there any news on what Silver Surfer unique is gonna be? I would like this take to just tune straight to gear 15. No news on it yet. I'm assuming he's gonna use that quantum energy. And the reason for that is because Black Bolt uses that, and no other basis on that. It could be wrong on that. That is my guess. It could be some brand new piece that they're introducing though. So not sure. If anybody has any insights on this, let me know in the comments, but I don't. But quantum energy, my guess. And the only reasoning for that is that's what Black Bolt takes. So it could be wrong on that one as well. But let me know your guesses for his unique in the comments. And hopefully we'll be right and we can get our Silver Surfers up very, very quickly. Next question. Thanks for answering my question last week. Thank you for submitting a question last week, brother. Was wondering if there's ever a way to make a Google Play account on my phone and then transfer it to my computer. So yes, you could make a Google Play account for your phone. You would have to have a new Google address. You could do that. I would probably associate that new account with a Facebook account. That way you could start a Facebook account, link your new account that you created to that new Facebook account with that new Google email, and then you could use that with BlueStacks. And guys, there is a link for BlueStacks 5 down below, which is faster than BlueStacks 4. If you want to check that out, and it does support the channel, it doesn't cost you anything. It's totally free emulator, but that's what I recommend. Yes, you can make a new account and then play both accounts on BlueStacks. And actually, if you have multiple accounts, you could play them all on your BlueStacks as well with the new multi-instance manager that they have. I think it was valid in the last one, but they've done a lot of improvements with that. So check that out, guys. They've been an affiliate. I've been using them every time I do videos on Marvel Strike Force. I'm playing on BlueStacks, so check them out. It's totally free, and there's an affiliate link as well. Hello, with the Black Orders, time and glory slowly coming again. Should I be leveling Proxima and Corvus for the Doom Raids? Well, the Doom Raids are not a lot of great skill characters. Proxima and Corvus do have some value as pure skill characters in those Doom Raids. I don't know if anybody else is going to come along, and I don't know how strong Silver Surfer is going to be on defense. It looks like he's going to be able to take out the Black Order on offense. There's been a lot of teams that could take out the Black Orders on offense. The question is he strong enough to start moving other people into defense in the arena meta? But yeah, I think Corvus and Proxima are still going to be strong. Even if Silver Surfer knocks them out of that arena meta, they're still going to be one of the strongest teams in the game. They may have a few counters, but Black Order is still probably the best non-hybrid team in the game, even after Silver Surfer, because technically Silver Surfer doesn't have a team. So whatever team he's on is not going to count as a non-hybrid team. But I built them, and I probably still would for this for the skill lanes and Doom. But it's going to be up to you and your resources, how close you guys are, where your Proxima and Corvus are right now. There's a few things to take in mind here, but I think they're still going to have some value in those skill lanes, brother. Hey, ValleyFlyin greetings from India. Love the content. Hope you and your family are doing well. Wanted to ask if we'll be doing another bare minimum requirement for T-Force for DD4. Your video regarding DD3 was super helpful, and we all know to numerous bottlenecks in the game. It plays to be smart with the upgrade. Appreciate the help and keep on smashing. This is actually a very good idea for a video, brother. The issue with Dark Dimension 4 is there's the Gear 15s, those 15 unique pieces, those are so rare right now. So I think a lot of the characters that people are bringing in are based on what pieces they have and not necessarily taking the best characters, which was kind of recommended for Dark Dimension 3 because each node you only needed, actually you didn't need a requirement. You didn't need 4. You could go in with 1 character and that would be the best character, and you just go in with whatever after that point. So yes, it will be coming, but I think it's going to take a little more time. I'm still trying to get through Dark Dimension myself, so it will be coming, and hopefully it will help you guys out. But there's certain characters that I like in each section that I think we could do a video for this, brother. So check that out. Should be coming hopefully later this week or next week. The more I think about it, it's actually a pretty good idea. I should have done this in the past, so thank you, Destro. All right, next question though. Valley Sefa here from Hiroshima. What is up, brother? Seems that looking at the trend, RTA is the last ditch by Scopely to sell characters before making it available to a fountain in the store. We've seen this trend for Zemo and Beast. Do you think Scream will be the next fountainable character? I don't know about the next fountainable character, but I expect Scream to be fully fountainable sometime after the season ends. That season, what are we in? Season 4 of Real Time Arena now with Scream. So sometime after that ends, I think Scream will be fountainable. But yeah, not the next one. I think we should have another one before that, or I hope we do. Yeah, we should have another one before. We should have another farmable character before this season ends. So not the next one, but yeah, definitely after this next season, brother. And Marshy Diaz, damn, some of these questions are long. Some of them, some of the questions were really long that I had to that I eliminated this week, and some of them were just long and didn't even have a question. We're just what are my thoughts on certain things. So normally I try to answer questions. I talk a lot as it is, guys, as you know. So hopefully that helps you with questions and helping them get included in the video, because yeah, they need to have questions. Some of the long things don't even have questions. All right, but anyway, keep it short. Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage. What on earth are we supposed to do these right now? What trash blitz team do you have them on? So they're on a trash blitz teams that actually wins at 8.3 because I have them paired with the 2 Dad Bros. So Dad Bros, I think they're strong enough. I think they're strong enough to have the AI make them win on their own. I've had decent matches with it, so it's not like I'm taking on the Asgardians or some synergized team or the Defenders. I'm taking on, you know, not synergized teams at 8.3, and Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and the 2 Dad Bros are doing pretty good. So hopefully it gives you options depending where you're using your Punisher and your Daredevil. If you have them on the Skeleton, or if you have them on Shadowlands, this gives you some options. Especially if you don't have the Dad Bros, a solid home for them. But I don't know, when Polaris and when what is the other character's name, Multiple Men come to the game, I guess the Dad Bros are going with them, and I don't know where they're gonna go. But for a short term, when X Factor doesn't have that team, that's what I'm using them with, guys. So that is it for the video. Hopefully some of these answers helped you. I know some of these questions I toss back to you guys because I don't have the answers, but hopefully as a community we can figure these things out, guys. I will see you guys next time. Check out some of my other videos before you go. Check me out on social media and check out some of the sponsors: BlueStacks, Raid Shadow Legends. There's a bunch of others that are really cool, especially if you want to save some money on your future purchase, especially for Silver Surfer tomorrow. Amazon Coins is also a good sponsor as well, guys. So saving up to 20%. Really good, especially if you're gonna purchase Silver Surfer anyway. So give me a Hulk fist bump before you go. Check out some of those links, guys, and I will see you next time. Have a great rest of your day, and it should be a fun one with an update possibly coming tomorrow, guys. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.